Welcome to JK Games, the gaming podcast where we bring you the gaming news you care about.
And maybe some that we don't.
And whether you play on easy mode,
or you like a good challenge,
this is a show where we'll try to level up your gaming knowledge. Am I frozen?
I don't think so.
Can you hear me? Is this thing on?
I can hear you.
I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I'm just trying to scare you. We've had already, Kayla already sort of like, you jinxed us a little bit.
I did. I definitely did. I really did.
I thought we were going to get by with not having any technical issues this evening, but unfortunately, on your end, it will seem like this is just fine. Maybe unless you were tuning in live or like when the first notification went out. Yeah, you noticed that we crashed and burned a little bit, but
it's okay.
Regardless, we are now live, and this will be out in the form of a podcast.
Oh my gosh! Sorry,
your pup agrees.
Yes, unfortunately, we had some technical difficulties in the form of YouTube, so this will not be a YouTube video. But we are glad that you're here. If you're here watching live on Twitch, hello. If you're listening to us in the future, hello also. My name is Kayla. I'm one of your hosts.
And I'm Jerica, your other host, and we are here to talk about video games and pretty much everything PlayStation because Kayla, we have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we do. I'm really excited, and we are both big PlayStation fans, so we are excited to talk about all things about this showcase that just happened. What's today? 2 days ago that it happened?
Yeah.
So let's buckle up. Let's jump in. Hopefully everyone who was trying to join our live earlier is back. I hate it because we actually did have some people on, and now they'll trickle back in. We'll see.
So, yeah, they'll notice like, oh, I'm not getting any more notifications. They should be live now.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Well, if you're here, let us know in the chat if everything sounds okay. Give us a thumbs up in the chat if you're here. We're so glad to have you. Definitely feel free to interact and ask questions, and just talk about what you're excited about. You can go ahead and drop it in there. And yeah, it's been a little bit, so we're going to get started like we usually do with our loadout. Everyone together. Let's go. There we go.
My elbow just made this weird poppy sound.
We're old, Jerica.
Gosh.
Oh yeah, I haven't talked on here since I went to Dragon Con, so I got to talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I want to hear all about it.
Yeah, but let's start out with our loadout, everybody. So if you are new here, we lay out our episodes in 3 different parts. We have our easy mode, where we talk about what we've been playing, what we've been doing, movies we've been seeing, all that fun stuff, which we have a lot to talk about today. And then we have our normal mode, which is our news, which today we're going to skip our normal mode because our main topic is about news. There wasn't anything super noteworthy. And again, we talk about the gaming news we care about. So once again, we might miss some things, but we try to touch on all the big things and the things that are important to us. So what's important to us this week is this showcase. So that is going to be our expert mode, which is our main topic. So if you don't already, make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter at JK Games Podcast. That is where we will post when we are going live and let you guys know. So make sure you follow us over on there. And of course, follow us on Twitch. If you're already on Twitch watching us, thank you so much. We really appreciate you. Make sure you are following us so you get notified every time we do go live. And that is just JK Games Cast on Twitch if you're listening after the fact. And of course, if you have any questions, comments, or funny jokes that you want to send us, make sure you send us those at jkgamespodcast@gmail.com. And last but not least, don't forget to give us a review on your favorite podcast platform, and we'll read it. We will read it for you. All right, so that is our loadout. So let's move on, Jerica. I want to hear all about what you've been playing, what you've been doing and seeing.
You know, I have, of course, still playing Destiny, but I've sort of... But there's been a lot of other games that have come out. We are finally in
The season.
The season of video games coming out in the fall. So, I mean, the air is already outside is getting a little cooler. Yes. You can tell it's like, it's like just 5 degrees cooler, and it's always like, ooh, it's fall.
In the
cool.
South, we revel in the fact that it gets even that much cooler.
Yeah, I'm just like, wow, this feels great. So, I just got those feelings. I'm really excited. We had a few games come out recently. Psychonauts has been a game I picked up. Psychonauts 2, picked that up and played a little bit of it. I've also been playing, came out yesterday, Life is Strange, which is incredible. The new Life is Strange game. I had to force myself to put that down. I'm trying to think what else I've been playing because I feel like something else has trickled in there. Of course, I picked up Ghost of Tsushima to play the new DLC.
Yeah, you did talk about that last week. We talked about that, but...
And I haven't went back to that. So the games that I went back to were Psychonauts 2, Destiny, the latest season, and of course, Life is Strange. True Colors, right?
Yes.
I think that was it. True Colors. So, yeah, let me recap my experience so far.
Yes.
Psychonauts 2, incredible game. Has probably, I haven't played that game in years because it initially came out for the original Xbox. Mm-hmm. So, it's an old game. It's probably close to maybe 10 to 15 years, maybe even longer, where they've just decided to make a new game. It is a direct sequel to, let me see when it initially came out. Let's see, Psychonauts.
Yeah, let me know. I didn't play the first one, so I don't have much context, but everyone that knows me in my personal life has told me that I need to play this game. So I'm going to have to play this game. But you guys know me also. I can't play more than one campaign type game at once. Because I can't.
It's tough. We talked about this before the show. Like, I told Kayla, like, there's too many games that I normally don't do this. It's like against my rules where I pick up mini games and I just put them down for something else. So
live.
I know, but like, I just want to have something completed before I go to the next thing. But there's just too much to play. But yeah, the original Psychonauts came out on April 19th, 2005.
Oh, wow.
So a very long time ago.
Yeah.
And I have to say, like, I know it's been a long time since I played Psychonauts, but it's very rare when you get a 3D platformer in this style that's really, really good.
Yeah.
So it is a great game so far. I didn't think I was going to like it as much as I have. Like, the writing's really good. It's not over the top. Like, it's not too much. I was worried it was going to be, like, too cheesy. Yeah. I don't know why I thought. I was like, is this going to be cheesy?
Just because of the art and stuff.
Yeah, but it's definitely not. It's very clever, entertaining. All the characters are wonderful. And yeah, like, thinking back towards, like, how they approach mental abilities and mental health and, like, just the science behind your brain is really fun and engaging, and also, like, just super creative and unique.
Yeah, I bet that's what I've heard.
For example, I'll use one example. Like, it's a collectathon game, so there's tons of stuff to collect in each level. But really, like, for example, you can find these, like, keys, and you'll occasionally hear some crying, and it's some baggage, like,
That's clever.
If you're carrying around, so, like, you use the key to find the baggage. And why am I losing the term? What do we call it? Like, something baggage that you have.
Emotional baggage.
Thank you, Audrey. I don't know why I forgot that. Audrey's like, emotional baggage, because the character says it all the time. It's like, I hear some emotional baggage crying. But the emotional baggage, you have to find the key to help the emotional baggage so it quits crying.
Right.
So that's an example of just some of the humor in Psychonauts. And then I just like how there's, like, a little story that you can watch that, like, catches you up, but it's literally a direct sequel to the first game from 2005.
Oh, wow.
And it's a gorgeous game. It is an Xbox exclusive, but it is available on Game Pass, which I was really hyped about. So I got to download it and play it, and it's part of the package.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you like 3D platformers, it's top tier. I haven't beaten it yet, but I've gotten maybe like 30 to 40% of the way through. And it's not like super like easy either. You know, you think of games like this, you're like, kids probably play this game. It's probably a little too easy. But no, it's a good medium to hard challenge that I've found. Like one of the bosses, like I just kept dying. I was like, this game's a lot harder than you would think, right? So it is a good challenge. The mechanics are a little hard for me to get used to, like how you can melee and like use your abilities can get a little confusing because at times like you can replace the psychic abilities that your character has, but you can only have 4 at a time, but you have more than 4. So like you may get to an area where you're like, dang, I have to go click a button and assign a new ability to this button. So that's a little challenging. Yeah, it's cool, but like in the moment, it's sort of complicated because you're like, I really need this now. I wish I had it equipped.
Yeah.
But the levels are so cool.
I've heard some complaints from some of our friends about the combat. How do you feel about the combat?
Yeah, that's what, back to what I was saying. It's a little odd for me to get. I'm sort of. It's hard to pick how I want to play this game. Like, do I want to use all these psychic abilities? And some of the not bosses, but some of the, I guess the things that are trying to attack you.
Enemies.
Sometimes you have to do different things to fight them. They all have sort of like a weakness.
Yeah.
And so like you may have just a lot of different enemies coming at you. So you have to adapt and like swap out your abilities. It's a little challenging. That's the challenging part.
Gotcha.
So, but other than that, like it's not bad. It's definitely I'm thoroughly impressed and I'm having a great time playing it. I'm sort of playing like an hour or two here and there, which might be for maybe a good idea because I don't want it to end at the same time because it is like it's not open world, but it's pretty. I guess in some ways it is like you have different hub areas. And you can go and explore and get into stuff and like collect. I love collecting things in games, so I knew like I was gonna like I heard I'm like all the stuff that you can collect in this game, and I was like I'm all in.
Yeah,
but it's not on PlayStation obviously, so I can't get my trophies. So I guess I'm like just gonna see all the achievements I can maybe get on this game. Yeah, Psychonauts 2, definitely a great game. I will hopefully finish it soon because I want to get to the ending because I hear it wraps up pretty good.
Okay, yeah, definitely want to hear about it. I forgot it wasn't on PlayStation, so I can't actually play it. I forgot.
Yeah, you do have to have access to a PC or an Xbox to play.
So it'll have to be in my future. Then I'll put a pin in that one. So, but it's okay. I literally have so much other stuff I can play too. So, but I'm glad
you might be able to play. You might be able to play on XCloud. You know, their little Microsoft's like Xbox streaming service.
Yeah,
you might be able to play it on like your iPad or something. I haven't tried that out. Maybe that's a workaround for you.
Might have to see how that works. But yeah. So also, you said you played a snippet of Life is Strange as well.
Yes, I will hold back on that game this week, just because it just came out and I really don't want to spoil anything because I know you need to play it.
Yeah.
I'll just like an overall first impression. I finished. Well, normally the previous Life is Strange titles they came out episodic, so like you'd get one episode, take you about an hour or so to beat, and then it would be many months until you get chapter 2 or episode 2. So with this game, it's all one game. You get all the episodes together, so we're no longer having to wait months until we get the continue. Usually they leave on or finish on a cliffhanger, and you're like, oh, I just want to play the next part.
Just like a TV show.
Just like a TV show, but this one is all the episodes are there, so I'm trying not to binge it. Yeah. Just like you would a show. Like I did not want to put it down last night, and it's everything you love about Life is Strange, but amplified by next gen graphics. The characters look amazing. It's the best looking Life is Strange game I've ever seen. And the main character is super cool. I was wondering how if I would like her superpower, because she can basically feel emotions on a different level.
Yeah.
Like an insane level that like it has hurt her in terms of like interacting with people. So I was like, that sounds sort of weird. I don't know if I'll get into it.
That's
but,
how I feel in real life, so I feel like I would like
exactly.
it.
Like, I don't know. This might be too close to home.
Yeah.
But no, like, I love what they're doing with her superpower and how it impacts and it just gives another layer to, because this whole game is based on decisions and on the butterfly effect. So it'll tell you when you make a choice or respond to dialogue a certain way, it will have like a little icon in the top left saying, oh, that choice will have a consequence. So every choice has a consequence.
I love games like that. That's one of the like, tropes that I really like.
Yep. So it still does a great job at that, but the superpower sort of adds another layer to that makes making choices even more difficult. But
okay.
I will talk about more when I'm closer to being done, maybe, and I'll just give you a recap. Like, maybe I'll go ahead and like rank when I get through further, like if I'm liking this more than the previous titles, because Life is Strange, the first one's still my favorite, but 2 is still really good, and of course this one I bet it's gonna be also a tie.
Okay.
With how much I love 2, so. Yeah, Life is Strange out now. You should definitely download it.
Okay, yeah. I'm trying to decide what I want to do because I really want to play this game. However, I haven't played the other ones. So
I'm glad you brought this up because you don't have to necessarily play the other ones.
Okay.
Like, they're all separate stories. Now, I'll tell you, Life is Strange 2, like chapter 3, I think, or 4, there are some characters. It's all in the same universe, so there are some characters that tie in to other games, but it doesn't. You don't have to worry about which ones you've played.
Okay.
You could definitely. Yeah, it doesn't impact anything, but
That's helpful.
It might add a little. It might add something a little extra though if you have. You're like, ooh, that's a nod to that, or like, oh my god, I know that character. So.
That's what I've been trying to decide because I know that they announced that they're doing a remaster for the 1 and 2. Remember that they're the remake?
Yeah, there's a bundle, like you can buy that separately, or there is like a super deluxe edition of the new game that includes the remasters of every other or Life is Strange 1 and Before the Storm, which was like a pre-story to the first game.
Do you know, is that already out or you can buy that? Or I thought it was
Oh, no, hold on. It might come out later. You're right.
I think that's why I was a little like wondering what I should do because I think that comes out later.
Yeah, you might be right. I remember there being something where I'm like, why aren't they all out? But
either way, I think that I'm leaning more towards just playing this one now. So
you should just play this one now. You should do it. And then you'll be like, oh, these games are great. Let me see where this started. And you'll remember things from this game and you're like, oh, I don't think it really necessarily matters like which game you play first because they'll all like have little nuggets of info in all of them probably.
Okay, cool. Yes, that's probably what I'm gonna do then.
You should play that game next.
Is that all for you?
Yeah, that's all. Destiny's still great. Weekly challenges, trying to get them done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just holding off until we get to play the next expansion all the way in February of next year.
Aww. Yeah.
Woo, that was a lot. Sorry, I talked a lot in that segment, so I will hand the mic. I'm handing it to you.
Thank you.
There you go. Take it away. What have you been playing?
Because I don't have much to talk about, so I'm glad that you filled that time. Okay, so you guys know, if you've been here, it takes me a while to beat games. Okay. I'm very close to being done with Resident Evil. I just uploaded our part 2 onto YouTube, and it's hilarious. Please go watch it. It's this scene. I don't want to spoil anything, but it's a really scary scene. So definitely go look at it. And I had a lot of fun rewatching it as I was editing the footage.
So ridiculous.
It's hilarious, and it was really late, so I was a little loopy. Anyways,
same.
Yeah, definitely check that out. I'm almost done. And this is no spoilers. It is spoilers if you go watch the gameplay of me. But Jerica, I'm at the factory now.
Yeah.
So am I like fairly close?
You're very close.
Okay.
That is like the last big area before you go into like the final path.
And I'm halfway done. So like I don't know if you remember, but there's like 2 halves that open up.
Dude, the factory was the part I did not like. I didn't like that part
I'm
at
gonna be
all.
honest, I don't really like it either. It feels very
It
like
was
a totally different game.
It does. I'm like, ew, I can't, like, honestly, I can't tell where to go because I'm easily turned around if environments look the same. I'm like, have I been in this room? How do I get back? Ugh.
Oh,
It was tough for me.
somebody in the chat said, wow, C. Chambers said, wow, the special effects of handing the mic through the screen was impressive. Thank you.
It's we
You want it
might
back?
not be able to stream and record at the same time, but we can. We have stream magic. Oh,
Yeah,
bloop,
there you
there
go.
it is.
Anyways, yes. Yeah, so that is where I'm at on that. So I probably have like, I think I'm 8.5 hours in, so not too much longer, I don't think. But regardless, I'm really enjoying it. So I'm not trying to like rush through it. I'm not like wishing it's over or anything, but I am excited to like, because like I said earlier, I can only really focus on like one. I can play like a multiplayer game along with like a campaign, like story centric game.
Yeah.
But I can't really do more than one at once without like totally losing my train of focus. So after I finish this, I'm going to play Life is Strange. I've decided that's my next game. Yes.
It's a total like. I love that you would be playing Resident Evil and then go to Life is Strange. It is the perfect palate cleanser though, because Life is Strange is like you're playing a movie.
Yeah.
It's not an action combat-y game. It's like you're just a character sort
That's
of
kind of
exploring.
what I want right now.
Yeah, it's very chill and engaging, and it's really fun.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I want after very heavy combat, like, very much focused on. I really want to do a spoiler cast when I get done. Would you want to do that, Jerica?
Yes, I'm so ready
Okay.
because I cannot wait to talk to you about the
I know it's
ending
been a while
of
since you've
Resident
played
Evil.
it, but I'm sure you'll.
No, it's still fresh on my mind, and like, oh, I can't wait for you to get to the very end.
So we'll definitely
Your mind's
do that.
gonna be blown.
Okay, so I've been playing that. I've been very obsessed with Stardew Valley still. Like I I don't know what ignited in my brain. But I just started, when I have something like going on, I like hyper focus a lot. I'm like 90% sure I have ADHD that's undiagnosed, but it consumes my life. Like when I find something that like I really want to do. And so I've been spending a lot of time playing Stardew Valley. And which is nice because I don't play my Switch as much as I should, so it makes me play my Switch more because that's what I play it on. I have it on my
Stardew Valley is the best Switch game.
Yes.
Like it is the ultimate game to have on your Nintendo Switch.
Yes, and I have it on my PlayStation. I just feel like when I play any type of like farming type game, I want it close to my face. Does that make sense? Like
No, I know. Like I had it on console first, or at least I had it on PC.
yeah.
And if you've never heard of Stardew Valley, it is a farming simulator that is super cute and super addictive, and you have crops and stuff you have to grow and sell.
Yeah, and it has a story too, though. Like you have,
it does have a story.
You have like achievements and things, and you can romance people and get married and all this stuff. There's a lot to this game, and every time I play it, I am baffled that one person made this.
One dude made
person.
this game, and that was it. It was just one guy, and it's one of the best farming simulators I've ever played. And back to what you were saying earlier, like I got it on PC, and I just could play it on a big. I wasn't engaged, but as soon as I got on the Switch, I could not put it down. It's a perfect handheld game. Like it's awesome.
But Katronica would like to butt in and say that, but Breath of the Wild is the best game on the Switch.
She's not wrong. Like that's correct because that's a given. But
I still have not
second
played
place, Stardew Valley.
That's next on my list for Switch. All right, well that's really it. I played a little bit of Apex here and there, but most of my focus has been on Resident Evil, just in the snippets I've been able to play. I can confidently say, hold me accountable, chat. By our next episode, I'll have finished Resident Evil. Hopefully our next episode might be a spoiler cast, depending on...
Definitely. That's doable for sure, Kayla.
Yeah. Okay.
You're so close. You're almost to the end.
Okay, so maybe I'll finish it tonight. We'll see what time we get done with this. That's all for me. I really quickly, before we move on to the main topic, wanted to touch on, have you seen Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
I'm glad you asked because I have not. We are going tomorrow. Going to watch it tomorrow night.
We'll have to talk about it next week. Jerica.
So don't spoil me because like I have heard nothing but good things, but I know zero specifics. So
it's amazing.
One thing I need to know: after credits, are they good or not?
Yes.
Oh,
there's two of them. Stay till the very end.
Shut up.
Yeah, you gotta wait all the way. All the way. That's all I'm gonna say. But like,
all the way.
No spoilers.
I will not
at all. But it's one of my favorite movies of all time. Now, like,
shut up.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Not to like blow your expectations out of the water, because just go in with an open mind. Mainly, I think part of my thing is I knew nothing about this character, and I was like,
and
wow.
I don't know anything. Yeah, I have no idea.
Good.
I know they had there was an Animal Crossing like live show that this guy, his name's Gary Whitta. If you've ever heard of him, he's a pretty popular guy on the internet, famous writer. Directed or wrote Rogue One, Star Wars.
Ooh, yeah,
wrote that.
Okay.
But this dude is like he does a lot of random stuff, but he hosted an Animal Crossing like live talk show. And he had guests on, and he had Simu, the main actor from that movie, obviously, like on the show, and he was such a cool guy.
Yeah.
Like listening to his story, like this was his like first big thing.
Yeah,
really.
We'll have to talk when you watch it because I don't want to say anything else. So maybe we'll talk about it next week more.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. Anyways, moving on. Let's move on to once again. We don't have our normal mode. No new. Well, yes, news. No other than PlayStation Showcase news today. But let's move into our expert mode, baby.
Let's do it.
Let's go. My first question is, Jerica, did you watch any of this live or did you watch it after?
Of course I watched it live. I was lucky,
so.
and I was magically not working that day. Glad I wasn't, because I would have lost all train of thought.
Yeah.
Knowing.
I was. So.
Because here's the thing. With this PlayStation Showcase, one, it came out of nowhere. I did not expect PlayStation to have anything, honestly, until like maybe something at the end of the year. I did not expect them to say... I didn't expect them to say it. Came out of nowhere, like, oh, here's a PlayStation Showcase. And the thing, Kayla, that's different about this experience is that it wasn't a state of play. State of play or typical live streams that Sony will put out for PlayStation to highlight games that are coming out, games that are, maybe indie games. They might do a state of play like showcase on one particular title, like they did with Horizon Forbidden West a few months ago. But this is not a state of play stream. This was a PlayStation 5 showcase.
Yeah.
And everybody was getting hyped for and saying, you better tune in, you better have like a watching party. So like, obviously my expectations were just like very high.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go ahead and say this. I watched it. Definitely not like, it wasn't the best Sony showcase, okay? Mm-hmm. PlayStation showcase. It wasn't the best. But it was great. Mm-hmm. Wasn't the best. I still think last year's PlayStation 5 like reveals / like their showcase when they revealed the new console and we had Miles announced and all of that. God of War and of course a lot of stuff, right? It was just like a heavy hitter showcase. Did they show a lot of gameplay? Not really. But the announcements were banger after banger after banger. Mm-hmm. This showcase had some fluff in the middle. Some things that really was like, Deathloop was there again. Have to give Deathloop some awards for being at every stream.
Yeah.
Every PlayStation
did they get it like
stream.
at the Game Awards? Did they get some kind of like most mentioned game?
If not, they should. They've won the award because I do not need to see any more of Deathloop to know what that game is.
I skipped it because I didn't get to watch it live, unfortunately. But like I skipped through that one. I was like, okay, got it. Understood.
With everything being said, so there was some fluff in there because, like, literally, I was expecting just all killer, no filler, but we did get some filler with this one.
Baby. Let's go.
But so there was some filler in there, but overall, like, it was a great showcase, and we got a couple of surprises. I definitely didn't predict anything from this except God of War.
Yeah.
I knew God of War was going to be there. It was a given. It was the last thing they showed.
Which is on brand. I knew if they did show it, it would be the last thing, which understandably. Okay, well let's go through.
Where do you want to start with this?
We have two different articles. I know you have the PlayStation blog one in there, but the one from Eurogamer has it in order. So do we want to start?
Let's do it. Let's go in order.
Yeah. Okay, so we open up.
Big announcement. Shocking announcement.
Set the scene. We open.
All right. You're just sitting here. Oh, my phone's playing a video. Stop it.
Jerica's going to play it for us.
Let's set the scene.
So it opens
sitting up. Here. Opens up.
Jerica, I know there was also some thoughts about like I saw that you were like speculating on the opening music. You were like, is this the Last of Us music?
I know. I was just like, anything Last of Us, please.
But we open up and we get Knights of the Old Republic remake. You get the black. You get lightsaber. You get Sith voice. And then
Lucasfilm shows up and you're like, oh, Star Wars.
Yeah,
what the heck?
What is this?
What's this doing at a PlayStation conference?
Yeah. And then it's Darth Revan. You get his like mask. It's really cool how they show it. He has the lightsaber down and he holds the lightsaber up and you can see his face. And I thought that was really cool. Surprisingly enough, Jerica, I'm a big Star Wars fan. I didn't play these games. Did you?
Oh, I played KOTOR.
I didn't.
Acronym KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah.
Let me give you a little backstory. Knights of the Old Republic. Let's see.
It's like, I think the first one came out in 2005. Mm-hmm. I think. Did anybody in the chat?
I think it's old.
Did you play this game? Did you love it? My brother
it's
played
old, Kayla.
And I watched him play it.
Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic came out on July 15th, 2003, Kayla.
Wow. Yeah, that is an old one. But wasn't there several different games?
No, I think there might have been a second one. Let me pull this up. Make sure I'm pulling. Yeah, Xbox. It was also on the original Xbox.
But the teaser. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go.
I was just saying it was just a teaser trailer, so we got very little like visual. But what they did give you was really cool.
Yeah, it came out on Xbox July 19th, 2003. So, since you know very little about this game, let me give you a quick backstory. This is a game developed by BioWare. Creator of my favorite title ever, Mass Effect titles, Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. Andromeda's there too. The director was Casey Hudson, which he oversaw Mass Effect. So this was one of his first games at BioWare. So on top of that, imagine Mass Effect, the role-playing aspect of Mass Effect and dialogue choice and decisions in a Star Wars game. Mm-hmm. So amazing. One of the best, it's been noted that it's got one of the best storylines. At the time, it was probably way ahead of its time in terms of voice acting and character interaction. Just the fact that this is getting remade, like everyone wanted this. Like people have been wanting this for a long time because obviously the game is old. You watch some gameplay, you're like, yeah, definitely a dated game.
Yeah.
But very cool idea and very cool concept, and how they executed it was very awesome. And I cannot wait because I've always wanted to go back to it to play it, but I'm just like, this is one of those you think maybe would get remade one day. Yeah. So it's completely getting remade from the ground up from a game studio, Asper. Am I pronouncing that right? Aspire?
Aspire is what I would say.
Asper. Which just... Interesting enough, this game was announced to be an exclusive for PlayStation 5. Yeah. So this is a BioWare game being made by a third-party company for PlayStation 5.
Right.
Which is just wacky.
Interesting.
This is the world we live in, you know?
It's very interesting.
You know, it's great. I love this. Maybe one day someone will remake Mass Effect, like when that's really dated. Mm-hmm. Not just a remaster, but a complete remake.
Right. All right. Well, yeah, that's definitely what an opener. Like, wow, I was very surprised.
I just read in the chat, Katronica said, earlier in reference to Deathloop, and I love this. So Deathloop was on loop. Yes, it's been looping for
Yeah.
over a year.
So next up, we got this trailer for a game called Project Eve, a kind of Bayonetta-looking action game that takes place in the not-too-distant future on a ruined Earth against unknown enemies. This didn't look that great to me. I don't know if I'm just being harsh, but I was just kind of like, it's fine. Do you remember this one?
Yes, because Audrey was actually freaking out because she's a big fan of Nier, the Nier titles, and she thought it was a Nier game, and it looked like a Nier game because it's heavily inspired by Nier.
Okay.
So she is really digging it. I will actually probably play it because I was sort of also drawn to that. I've gotten drawn to that kind of gameplay since I've been playing Nier Automata. So
I think it's just not something I normally go for. It probably will end up being great, but I was just kind of like, it's fine. But that's just my personal choices. So you liked it, right?
Yes. Okay. Look cool.
And then we have I know you play Borderlands, Jerica. Are you excited for the Tiny Tina Wonderlands thing?
I am. I'm biased because I am a big Borderlands fan. Is it like the best written content? No. Some of the jokes sort of are annoying, but overall, like, I love the gameplay and the gunplay of Borderlands. So I'm excited to sort of see like a Borderlands-esque game. Like, it is in the same universe, but essentially it's a spin-off. Like, I guess Tiny Tina is going to have like a D&D experience, Dungeons and Dragons, if you didn't know. And looks like you might be creating your own character in like this mythical world, but it's all everything you love about Borderlands in a new kind of setting, which I'm excited for. More so like magical instead of like desert, dirty wasteland, Mad Max vibes. This is more like in that, if you like Fable or mythic sort of fantasy-esque environments, like it's what you love about Borderlands put into that. And I can't wait to play it. And of course, like, one of the ladies I sort of got to know through Mass Effect, like, is now a game writer. She is also a writer on this project. So,
really?
Sam Mags, you should go check her out.
She's doing so much, man.
Yeah, she's like taking over video games in terms of like narrative writing for all kinds of games. So it's really cool to see that happening because she writes great stories for strong female characters specifically. So
I'm excited
to see what she's done on this game.
I'm excited for her. I did not know she was a part of that project, so that's really cool.
Yeah.
Katronica added the D&D DLC for Borderlands 2 was the best thing to happen to Borderlands.
Yes, agreed.
And she said, I'm ready for more of that. So that's pretty cool. I didn't know they did that. Next, we have, moving on, we saw a trailer for Forspoken, the new game from Square Enix Lunas Productions, due in spring of 2022. Jerica, this looks so good.
So remember that guy I mentioned, Gary Whitta, from earlier, that had that Animal Crossing showcase or live show thing, also wrote Star Wars stuff, obviously. He's also a writer on this game.
Okay.
Which is really exciting because this dude's got a good pedigree of storytelling. And it's really cool because this is a brand new IP, it's a brand new idea. And it looked like I didn't expect to see gameplay for this so soon. And I also didn't expect the release date so soon. Probably will get delayed. But my first impressions, one of my favorite trailers from this show is Forspoken. Like, one of my most hyped things is this game right here.
Really quick, Katronica said the Tiny Tina game has its roots in that Borderlands 2 DLC, is what she said.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's pretty cool. A quick derail. But, so this looks really cool. It's a pretty, I don't think I've seen anything like this done. It's like this, first of all, I saw the cat in the beginning of the trailer and I was like, is this another cat game? Is this another Stray?
The cat looked great too, by the way.
It did.
So cute.
I wanted to pet it for sure. Anyways, so this was really cool. So she's living her life like it's pretty modern day, and then all of a sudden she gets sucked into this like vortex and taken to this like castle. And it looked beautiful. The scenery was stunning. Like, I love fantasy, so like seeing her like transported to this like alternate universe and you really don't know what's going on, but she's fighting these bad guys and like learning what's going on. She has this cuff, this like magical
That's
cuff.
talking. It's talking to her.
Yeah, and I love her commentary that you hear, which I'm sure you get throughout the whole game. Like, oh, what the heck is going on? Like all this stuff, and I just think that's pretty. A lot of times, if there's something like this going on, like it's just natural, like it's occurring, and it's not like weird to the characters. I don't know that I've seen
but she's like
anything-
freaked out by it. It's very real. It's like you expect this character. It's cool to see this character reacting this way, like being thrown in another universe time loop. I don't know what's happening. I don't know anything. This game is so like I don't know what is going on. All the content, the characters are very unique. And like it's just a brand new story. It's not based on a book or a movie. Like this is a game story. It's just it only lives in this game,
which is very intriguing.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. It's just something brand new, and it's coming a lot sooner than we think. The fighting looks awesome. Like at the very end of that trailer, when she was like fighting that other lady. It looked like some like Doctor Strange like spell stuff. I don't know, like when he like
it did look like Doctor Strange.
It looked I was like, ooh, this is cool. Yeah, and, like she had this like ability with like ice, and she like froze the enemy. She was like, ooh, and like brought it together.
Yeah,
it looked the game looks so dope.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on, but I'm bought in. That's all I know.
I'm in.
Definitely excited about that. Another really cool game. So spring 2022, and it's Square Enix also.
This link, I keep touching the videos and they're playing.
No. Okay, next up we got Ubisoft going in on the action with a trailer for Rainbow Six Extraction, which is due out of January this upcoming year.
It's cool. We've seen it. This is a filler. Just filler. Yeah. We've seen it. Looks cool though.
Yeah, it's fine. I skipped this one too because I've already seen it. Okay, next up, we got Remedy revealed a first look at the Alan Wake remaster. What do you think of this, Jerica?
I'm ready, because this just means Alan Wake's about to come back, baby. They got this remaster coming out. I will love to revisit this game, because I remember playing this on my Xbox years ago. It's also a very old game.
And they're remaking it for this. For PlayStation.
Yeah, and if you like Remedy games, if you love Control, there's actually DLC for Control that relates to Alan Wake. So this is all in the same universe as like Control, which is really cool because like Control is great.
I didn't play the original Alan Wake, but I played Control and I really like Control. So do you think that I would like this?
If you like that kind of storyline, yes.
I did. It's a little weird, really enjoy
little what's the word I'm looking for again?
It's weird.
Twin Peaksy.
Yeah.
Is that a adjective? I don't know. Anyways, it's good. Can't wait.
Let's see. Katronica said she's still making her way through Control. Really loved Control. It's weird. It's a little out there, but I think it's.
That's why I like it so much.
I like it a lot. I like the. We have done several episodes where we talk about it. I don't think we did like an actual spoiler cast, but we definitely talked about it. We might have done a spoiler cast. I can't remember. Anyways, moving on, some big news. Not only did we get a look at the PS5 version of Grand Theft Auto 5, but Rockstar announced a significant delay. Yeah. So the next...
it was supposed to come out in December or sometime.
It says that it was actually November 11th was when it was supposed to come out, but it's now releasing in March of 2022.
Dang, what a delay.
Yeah, and the thing
I just think it's crazy that we live in a world that like this game's been out like 10 years. It's been 10 plus years.
I saw
they're like
a meme, Jerica, that somebody sent in our gaming chat. Did you see it?
No, I may have missed it. If it was in relation to Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, it was a meme where like maybe it was not in our gaming group chat, but I saw it where it's like two like people shaking hands, and it shows like Grand Theft Auto shaking hands with like the original Xbox or like Xbox 360 and like the PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox 360. Like it's like
it's become the new Skyrim.
Just make a new one. Like it sounds
but so many people play it. So many people still play. They play Grand Theft Auto Online.
Yeah.
And like I saw it and I was like, well, shoot, I haven't played this game in forever. Maybe I'll pick that up too.
I've decided it's not my thing. Like, I used to play it, and I think it's fun to play with friends, but, like, I think that I think it's not for me. I don't really I'm so bad at anything to do with a car. Like, I can't make it work in my favor.
It's in the title, so I would expect, a lot of driving in this game, so.
I'm not good at any driving games at all. I try to play Rocket League. No, can't do it. Yeah. But unfortunately, I do feel bad because I know there's a huge fan base and that it's getting delayed even more. So that is sad. Next, we got Microsoft-owned Bethesda has 2 games at PlayStation Showcase. Sounds like what's it called? An oxymoron, but it's not.
It's so, I guess these last 2 games in the pipeline were PlayStation exclusives, but this company that's putting out or publishing both of these games is now owned by Microsoft Xbox. But the last 2 games they made are coming to PlayStation.
Right. So we saw a new trailer for Tango Gameworks Ghostwire Tokyo.
Which
creepy.
Showed more. Yeah. It's a lot, I don't think they've shown as much, I haven't been able to wrap my mind around, what this game is going to be. But yeah, definitely a lot scarier than I thought it was going to be.
Is this a remake or is it a new game?
It's a brand new game.
Okay.
Brand new concept. But just if you are a fan of Japanese scary, this is definitely going to be up your alley. Some action going on, but some kind of dark power is definitely taking control of people, and maybe your character, I do not know what's going on, but it is creepy and looks cool.
Yeah, it's coming out in spring of 2022, so put it on your list. Moving on, we saw a new trailer for Eidos Montreal, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes, there we go. Yes, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Well, let's just say, we're going to get more into it as we go, but Marvel's got a lot going on.
Of course they do, They gotta keep riding that wave.
Marvel's got a lot going on at this showcase, Jerica.
Yeah.
What do you think?
If you are a Marvel fan, this was a showcase for you.
So what do you think? And again, we'll get into the rest later as it comes, but how do you feel about this Guardians of the Galaxy's game?
I think it looks really cool. I don't know if we need to see this trailer.
Yeah.
For sure. That trailer didn't sell me on the game, which was weird. I don't know if it's just the way they cut those scenes up to showcase the game.
Yeah. I thought it was a little weird. Yeah.
It was, because they came out strong when they initially I forgot where they showed that game off, but
recently, semi-recently.
Yeah. It came off so strong, and I was like, it was a good chunk of gameplay that they showed. It explained sort of the story, but this was just it landed flat. I'm still really excited for the game. The trailer just didn't get me hyped for it.
I think that I don't know if it's maybe the quality that I'm watching them at. I didn't watch them in 4K, which I probably should have. But
you should go back and watch them.
I didn't feel like this one looked that great. As far as the characters, I don't know if that was maybe just me, but I'm still going to play it. I'm intrigued, and I love Guardians of the Galaxy, but I think compared to the other stuff that we got shown for Marvel, that this kind of fell a little bit flat for me. I think that it maybe, like you said, is just the way that they presented it.
When does this come out?
This year.
October?
Yeah.
I think it's October. This will be definitely one of those games that I throw into the ring with Call of Duty.
Yeah.
That I will try to get the day after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
The sales. I want to play this game, but I want to see if I can get a good deal on it.
And then we also have a free-to-play Battle Royale. Sign me up, Battle Royale. I play all of them. Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt, which recently launched on PC in early access form and is coming to console later this year. Honestly, I watched the trailer. It looks good.
Yeah.
I
don't play a lot of those games online, so it wasn't maybe something I'm gonna just run and buy really quickly. But it looks like if you're a fan of,
it's free.
Is it Dead by Daylight?
Yeah.
That game. It looks like. jump to buy, I
Yeah.
guess, or play this free game. But if you're into that sort of co-op-y online game, then you'll probably enjoy this.
I'm probably going to try it just because it's free and it's Battle Royale. I like Battle Royale type games. Dead by Daylight, it's not Battle Royale, but it does look like that, though.
Is this game I don't remember the gameplay I saw from this. I did not read about it. It did not look like that kind of game to me.
It says that it is that. I don't know. This is
weird.
From Eurogamer, it says this. I'm going to be honest with you. I watched this, but I didn't pay too much attention.
Oh, it's okay. I didn't know. That's new information for me.
To this specific one. This is just what the Eurogamer article says. It says, new video for free-to-play Battle Royale Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt. I don't know.
Okay.
If anybody in the chat knows anything, did somebody say something?
I just thought this was cool. Yeah. Cham CS. Is that how you say it? Is it Cham Biscuits?
Biscuit.
I'm just so you know, I'm butchering the name on purpose, just having fun. It's interesting that a game is coming out around the same time the new Guardian of the Galaxy Epcot ride is maybe opening up.
Yeah. I'm a big
strategic planning.
I am a big Disney nerd, as most people know. I'm actually going at the end of this month. I'm really excited.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I'm sure that was planned. I don't know exactly when this Epcot new ride is coming out. They did just come out with a new Ratatouille ride, which I'm really excited about. For when
Ratatouille?
I go. Yeah, I love Ratatouille.
Little chef.
Yeah, I'm sure that's, Disney knows, they know everything. Moving on, the second Bethesda game to appear on the showcase was Deathloop. Once again, we know.
That's all we need to know.
It's coming
Deathloop
out
was there
in
again.
a couple days, September 14th. So,
isn't it sad? I know this game's probably gonna be pretty cool and unique, but I've seen it so much, I don't want to play it right now.
It's overkill.
I don't know why.
Literally.
I think I'm just I feel like I've been slapped in the face with Deathloop. You know?
Yeah. As Katronica said, looping on Deathloop. But yeah, moving on. So that's coming out soon. I probably will play it. But
it may be, one of those games that I pick up, maybe I get, usually Target has a buy two, get one free situation. There's a fly in here. Ugh, get away.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping maybe that'd be one of those games I pick up.
Okay, next, I actually didn't watch this one. I didn't get to watch everything. Here's something out of left field. There's a Kid A/Amnesiac virtual exhibition. So is this just a concert thing?
So I should, if you're a Radiohead fan, you would probably want to check out this virtual exhibit presented by Radiohead. So some kind of thing. If you're a Radiohead fan, you'll probably enjoy it.
Gotcha. Okay, so interesting. That's different.
That was just a weird thing to show off here. But I was like, cool. Someone
random.
paid for that spot, so they must have really wanted people to see it. Cool.
Okay, but next, this is one of my favorite trailers from this showcase. I don't know how to pronounce it. Tisha?
Close. Your guess is as good as mine. I saw that and I was like,
a game inspired by New Caledonia? What is New Caledonia? Is it a place?
Don't know.
It launches exclusively on PS4, PS5, and Epic Games Store in 2022. I'm gonna look that up really quick. I want to know. It kind of.
Go ahead and say.
It kind of looked.
Go ahead.
Oh, I think it's like an indigenous area, or New Caledonia is a French territory compromised by dozens of islands. So I think maybe I remember watching it and thinking it looked to they were honoring some sort of indigenous culture, which is what it looks like. So that's pretty cool.
And if you because that game, that's the one that the kids were turning into animals,
yes.
right?
I love it. Yeah, so it looks like they it's very bright and colorful. Looks like you're exploring this island, which makes sense if it's based off of an island. And you're playing as this young girl, it looks like. And maybe some other characters too. It didn't super go into it, but it looks like a very adventurous game.
It was adorable.
It was adorable, and then you see you go into the body of these animals. It looks like you kind of your soul goes into them.
And you you embody the animal, and then at the very end there was this little. She was the character was like petting the crab, and it was really cute. I was like, well, that's some cute shit. The style reminds me a little bit of Wind Waker.
Yeah.
Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, like that shell shading, sort of like very. It's like you're on the beach. You're on this island. It's really pretty.
It's very atmospheric and very like nice. It feels very summery, actually. Maybe it'll come out like next summer or something. It just says 2022. It doesn't say exactly when. Okay, so then Sony then moved on to PlayStation Studio titles, and there was some big reveals.
Let's get into the heavy hitters. Let's go. That's when it got serious.
Go ahead, Jerica. You take it away.
The first announcement has been rumored for a long time, but of course, if you have not played Naughty Dog's incredible trilogy, there's 4 games, so what do you call that again? Well, technically, there's 5 games.
Cinco. Series.
A Cinco series. Essentially, Naughty Dog is going to have a Lost Legacy, Uncharted 4. They're all being remastered for PS5.
Yeah, baby.
So if you have ever wanted to play every Uncharted game, it is now your time. Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection is due out early 2022. And big news here, Kayla. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
It's coming to PC. What?
That's pretty crazy.
So PC nerds out there, and if you've never played Uncharted, you'll be able to.
That's really cool.
Big first-party PlayStation titles being played somewhere other than on a PlayStation.
Yeah.
It's not the first, because Horizon and Death Stranding are both available to play on PC.
That's awesome.
As well.
I played the Uncharted games. I'm not I really enjoyed them, but they weren't like my all-time favorites, but I do like them a lot. So I don't think I have not played Lost Legacy, so I will definitely play it.
Ooh,
yeah.
That was actually one of my favorites, obviously, because the 2 ladies in the game, but it's so good.
I haven't played
the story's
it, yeah.
It's short and sweet. It's not like a whole 20-hour experience. It's more like 8 to 10, maybe.
Okay, that's definitely doable for me, yeah.
It's good. You don't have to have played any of the Uncharted games either. You can just play Lost Legacy. It's so good. If you are a fan of Indiana Jones and love that kind of like squashbuckling, get into trouble kind of game, like stealing treasure, I guess, Uncharted's for you.
Okay.
It's one of the best looking video games of all time. Always ahead of its time. So Naughty Dog games, so you can expect superior voice acting and animation. So good.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, here's the one that this one came. Okay, Kayla, like things that like I would never have guessed. This is one of those things that I would never have guessed. So, you want to dive in?
Yeah. So,
out of left field announcement.
Yeah. Insomniac is making a Wolverine game.
Okay,
what?
let me just put this in perspective, okay?
What?
Insomniac has put out 2 games for PlayStation 5 already. 2 games, Kayla. We got Miles Morales when the PlayStation came out last year. And then this summer we had Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart.
They're busy.
So two big games. And what they just announced is that they're going to be making a Wolverine game. On top of that, we'll get to the next announcement. There's something else they're working on.
Yeah.
So Wolverine game, brand new Marvel game.
I knew
that...
As soon as, they showed it was Marvel.
Okay, yeah. When did you know? Because I didn't know until I saw his claws.
I knew at the plaid shirt. I knew at the...
Shut up.
I knew at the plaid shirt. Yep.
Ah!
Yeah.
Did you think it was going to be like were you like, okay, that's Wolverine?
Yeah.
Did you think it was going to be like an X-Men game or like...
I immediately, my first thought was X-Men game. That was my first thought. I thought maybe they would do like a bunch of different of the characters. Mm-hmm. But I'm glad that it's centric around Wolverine because he is one of my favorite Marvel characters.
Nice.
And Logan is one of my favorite movies. I really like the movie Logan. Have you
seen it? It's a really good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
So I'm really excited. I think it's going to be so good.
It's definitely early, so like this game's probably a long way away. I would expect what we're about to talk about next is technically going to be first. I would think that would be first, Wolverine. But then I did read so Insomniac, obviously incredible powerhouse of a studio, making all these banger games and like pushing them out
Yeah.
so quickly. The team at Insomniac that did Miles Morales, like they're working on Wolverine. There's a like sort of like an A, like two A teams. I'm not even gonna say A team, B team, because they're both like everyone's great there, but they have two teams working on games simultaneously, which is pretty dope.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think it's gonna be good. Okay. So yeah, I assume that'll come out. Yeah. Okay.
It's far away.
Yeah.
It's got to be after what we're about to talk about.
So I don't know why this is
Gran Turismo 7 got announced. That was one of the best looking car trailers I've ever seen. Like if you're into realistic driving simulators, Gran Turismo.
Once again, I cannot do driving games. I don't know what's wrong with me. But it looked good. It looked cool. It's coming out in March of next year.
All right, let's get to the nitty gritty.
Yeah.
I want to hear your reaction.
Jerica, you go.
Because so we've already seen the Insomniac logo for Wolverine. So you're like, cool. And then you see it again, and I'm like, what the heck? Like, Insomniac? Something else? Is this Spider-Man?
I kind of immediately
thought, are they going to show Spider-Man 2?
Yeah.
Are they going to show Spider-Man 2? You can see what I did there. So the trailer opens up with some fighting. These guys, like, hit a light pole. You don't really know what it is for sure just yet. And then you see the I guess, like, the lightning. Miles's power, like, kicking this guy's butt.
Yeah.
And you then see both Spider-Men.
Yeah.
You got Miles Morales and, of course, Spider-Man.
Pete Parker.
Both fighting these baddies. And you hear this voice in this alleyway. Which, who is this voice at first, Kayla? Like, at first, like, what is happening here? Because I don't know anything really about Spider-Man. Because you hear a voice. Does this voice have a name, you think?
Yeah, hold on.
Talking about hunting the Spider-Men and being like, finally someone worthy of my challenge or something.
Yeah, I mean, Eddie Brock is the character who is Venom. So, it's probably him.
Would you... Because at the very end, obviously, we look down the alleyway and you see Venom.
Yeah!
Which was frightening. Venom freaks me out. I have on an earlier show, we talked about... things with sharp blonde teeth really freak me out. Venom's scary.
I love him.
So
I love
Venom's
dark.
Venom.
He's like an anti-hero.
Yeah.
Technically he's a villain and like, but you know, if you've watched the movie Venom, which by the way, excited for the new movie, Let There Be Carnage. It's really exciting. He's kind of like, he struggles with like his morality as far in that movie. I think in this universe, as far as like the game, he's just a villain. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. Who knows? In previous games, he's been pretty much just a villain. But I don't know. I'm not super educated as far as like all the backstories and like the lore. If anybody in the chat, Hunter, if you're in the chat, let us know like who was the voice. Was that just Eddie? Like not as Venom?
So I heard somebody, I don't know who this character is, but what's Is it Craven?
I don't know anything about him. I'm sorry.
Hunter, who's Craven? Because everyone's talking about Craven being in this game too, and I don't understand because I know nothing.
Marvel experts in the chat, come through.
Anyways, dope. Spider-Man 2 has been announced, but we saw the release year, and it is 2023, Kayla.
Oh, Hunter said it's Harry Osborn. So,
which makes sense because you see, that's sort of like a spoiler. No, it's not a spoiler, but it is. Hopefully you played Spider-Man at this point, the first game in the series now. Because people on the internet are talking about Kraven the Hunter being this person also, or being in the game too, and I don't understand.
Is there any do you think that is true, Hunter, that he will be in this? I don't know anything about this character, but
I have no idea. Because like maybe the voice was actually this Craven, and then because the voice changes into something else. Like it could be two voices.
Okay, yeah,
I'm thinking.
Gotcha.
Anywho, but yeah, this game's not coming out until 2023, Kayla. which makes sense because we got 2 other PlayStation titles coming out before then.
Well, I don't know. Do you think that, like, I mean, you would think if the Wolverine game was coming out first, they would have, like, said, like, 2020.
Wolverine is not coming.
You don't think so?
Wolverine is definitely after this game.
Okay,
Hunter,
Hunter said, I think Kraven is the guy talking at the beginning and Venom answers him.
Yes,
okay.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what's happening. That's what the internet's talking about.
Okay, gotcha. Thanks, Hunter.
Ooh, that's gonna be so dope.
Personal superhero expert. Thank you so much.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, I'm very excited, but like it's sad.
Oh,
like it's so
far away.
It's so far away.
Like, But I was about to say, like, would I trade Spider-Man 2 for another game that's supposed to come out next year? Don't think I can. Like,
no, yeah.
I can't. Like, because there's so much coming. It's just, I cannot believe we're already getting all these games within the first few years of the PlayStation 5. What's next? Because are we finally at the end here? Yes, we are.
Yes.
So, finally, of course, we knew it was going to be here, but we get the first look, and not just a tease, but a very large trailer that was completely all gameplay of the next God of War game, God of War Ragnarok.
Yeah.
The scene opens up with Kratos, and you see Atreus walking in, and of course, Atreus is gotten a little older, and they aged him so perfectly. It's still the same voice actor that voiced him, but his voice has changed, and it's awesome. It's so awesome because Atreus doesn't sound like this little bratty little boy anymore. Like, he sounds like a teenager, a young man, and it's cool. The character looks dope. Yeah, he looks good. They aged him really well, and it just made my hair stand up because it looks so awesome. The world looks incredible. Ragnarok, I guess, in this, what's the word I'm looking for, Kayla, to describe, Thor.
Mythology?
The mythology, yeah, that it's in.
I think it's Norse mythology.
That's it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kayla. I should know this because I just got done. I played so much of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I've been to Asgard many times in that game. I should know my Norse mythology,
That's
but
okay.
regardless, it's exciting to see how they're expanding on that. I don't want to reveal too much if you haven't played God of War, but it definitely, in the blog post, I won't read it because we're already like an hour and 20 minutes into this podcast. We will have to wrap up soon.
Yeah.
But it was described that this game takes place a few years later, but not too far in the future, obviously, because Atreus is still very young. But you are definitely, I'll just say this, you see in the trailer, Thor is there. He is mad as hell at you, the God of War, and Atreus, he is mad because you have killed someone that's important to them. And of course, the God of Thunder is there to kill you. So I can't wait to see how they tie in the story and what happens next.
Yeah.
Some big reveals from the first God of War about Atreus that I can't wait to see expanded upon. This game's coming hopefully next year, Kayla.
Yeah,
I don't think they put a date
right?
on there. Yeah, it was initially dated for this year, which was like, no way.
Yeah, I don't understand why they thought that was a good idea.
Like, Horizon and God of War this year was supposedly gonna happen, but no way. They both got pushed. So we know we're getting Horizon next February. I would expect God of War to be ready next fall.
Yeah,
sometime,
maybe
for
holiday
sure.
or fall time.
We're getting Horizon and God of War next year, Kayla.
That's still gonna be so two big games in 1 year too, though. But they'll be spread out more than likely. So
yeah.
This was. I mean, even though like you said, it wasn't like the best showcase you've ever seen. Like, there was a lot.
There was so much that could have been here that wasn't here, so it makes me speculate like PlayStation might have some more things to show at the Game Awards this year. I would guess that would be the last spot to potentially see.
Yeah.
I just want to know if Abandoned Silent Hill, Kayla.
Yeah.
I was just hoping for anything Kojima. I was also hoping to hear about the Last of Us remake. Is that a real thing? Is that actually happening? When is that happening? A Last of Us director's cut. We also didn't get that. I was expecting to hear that, some things there that, you know, I was like, Naughty Dog's new game, like, are they working on something new? Like, I guess they got plenty to show.
Yeah.
And we got plenty what to expect the next 2 years from PlayStation.
We won't see anything else from them really besides Game Awards, right? You don't think? Or...
That's what I expect. Like, I feel like they'll probably wait. It'll probably be a long time until we get another like PlayStation showcase. They might have 1 or 2 surprises at the Game Awards. So
we'll see. Well, I think
we'll find out in December.
I think that pretty much wraps everything up. I know we've been going for a while, but thank you guys who have hung through our live stream. We thank you for watching us. If you're listening after the fact, join us next time. Okay, and we'll see ya next time. Bye.
Bye. Thank you for tuning in. This has been a great show. I'm so hyped for all the PlayStation games.
Yeah.